We're officially starting the stream right here, right now. Happy Eid to those who were Indian, Bengalian, and even the Muslims. They had to celebrate with their family, which is really interesting, and I do wish it's kind of fun for many other cultures that and even their relatives as well. I don't know why every time you keep saying soup instead of sup because it's kind of like a misspelling error. Maybe because you typed it too fast. That's why. But anyways, hello to all the moderators. Silly, good to see you. My birthday is in 4 days, and I already scheduled the stream. So if you want to hop into that stream, well, go do that right now. And I guess many other people will be there, including our subscribers and fellow members as well. We'll be announcing everything throughout this entire community post, and it should be fun. If you guys haven't wished me happy birthday yet, I will post a new short and make sure you guys comment happy birthday so that way it's gonna be easier and a lot more fun to do. So after the stream, I'll be posting a short later on. And then after my new short got posted, go over there and comment or even like as well. That way it should go viral within the next 10 minutes. And you know what? It may seem relative to you all, but don't worry, we all here. It's just a random surprise, and we don't know if the party might happen or located somewhere. It should be a lot more fun than just any other stuff that we're planning to do. And specifically, it might possibly go well, including all of my favorite YouTubers, content creators, and I guess all that. It could be a lot more interesting and fun to do. But anyways, good morning, y'all. I have been sleeping very well recently because of school and all that stuff. It was really busy at this point. Like I don't even know what to do. It was so frustrating and even anger. So what I do instead was I had to wake up and start making content throughout the whole entire process of filming while I'll try to get the camera and possibly set up for everything. Basically, it was at the basement. I don't know if I should get it though because it's literally costs a lot more money than ever before. So what I should do is maybe I'll just try to save up for later and then possibly we'll get the equipments that are needed for recording maybe like podcasts or inviting guests over to do a random comedy show or something like that. I guess many people were understanding the point or the key details based on how they were trying to cooperate along with many other content creators and as well, which is really spectacle and you know what I'm saying, right? We're already 5 minutes into the stream. Anyone in here or in the chat? Nope. I guess not. It's only just you then. We're supposed to have all the non-moderators join up, but because of that, they might be busy with something else, and hopefully they should join matters of seconds. They probably just wanted to take a few day break and then they will actually type something in the chat while I go live. We got 22 people watching? That's crazy. If we hit 45 people watching, that would be crazy. I should be live tomorrow then. Because people were saying that I had to be live every day. So, you know what? Let's do it. What do you mean, though? Oh, we got some of the non-moderators chatting here, too. We're already 7 minutes into the stream. I made a simple challenge for you guys, and hopefully it might be interesting for some of you in case if you want to participate or not. Oh yeah, I made this stream. Whoever stays in the stream without leaving decides to subscribe and like. So this is kind of new for you, and this is might be interesting, just in case if you were participating. FRIEND, friends. Good to see you. If you're just tuning from the stream, just say hi, and I'll possibly do a video after this, and then it should be fun. We're making some banger content for you guys. Don't worry, it might not get delayed or something like that. Every upload should be a lot more frequently obsessed, and sometimes when I start posting stuff on YouTube, everybody has to join up and start watching it that are actually going to be like a live premiere. Sometimes people were in chat saying that, it was fun to do. Thank you so much for appreciating me by being how cool I am. So this is really helping our viewers out and including my streamers as well. If you want to be moderator, just type a 1 in the chat if you are. Oh yeah, I heard that you were supposed to be moderator. And you know what? Here, I'll give you one. There you go. Make sure you say thank you by the time I give you a shield. Aurora, good to see you. Shout out to Aura Nova 2.0. I already did some shout outs. So, anyways, I haven't done that for 1 month and I already did it. So, thank you guys. Let's get some W's in the chat while we can. I remember 2 days ago I did the 45-minute stream and it was so long that it gained more subs than ever before. It was crazy. And I don't know what to expect, but I want to say thank you all for liking the streams. This is really going crazy. If we hit 20 likes, that will be a lot more fun. But sometimes my like counter always like to go up even more. How drumstick ice cream cones are made in factory. I mean, like most people like to eat ice cream in the summer. Like whenever it's hot out, they could just make their own ice cream. Sometimes when temperature actually goes from 70 to 80 degrees, that means people need to wear summery clothes like t-shirts, shorts, dresses, and many other types of summery outfits, you know? It's really kind of fancy at this point when they go shopping for stuff. It's really impeccable. And at least they're competent based on everything that they are totally capable of. Nonetheless, we can further do something that is way more projectable and we can make something that is really usual. Oh yeah, I did this project at the studio and I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's called a bird and I'm gonna flip the camera here. So yeah, this is what it looks like. What do you guys think? Does it look pretty? The teacher told me that I had to make a symmetrical line by detailing it way more prettier. And then sometimes when we glue the flower together, we had to put it somewhere in the middle. That way it doesn't fall off easily. They had to use special type of pins in order to make it to spin. Sometimes when you cut out a design, you gotta make sure that it needs to be straight. Otherwise, it will be ruined. Nobody wants to have that, you know? Like this art, you can do it along with your parents, your staff, I guess many others. But it's really cool. And I guess you were really interested into creating one specific massive art that you have been studying for the next 5 weeks. Anyways, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Even though it needs more decorative part. The flower looks good. The neck of the bird looks good. the eyes are pointy enough. That way it is easier for them to see. It's very creative as well. You can do this along with your coworkers. Maybe sometimes the teacher can help you if you don't know what kind of certain task that you really didn't know. And it's okay. Mistakes happen all the time. But don't worry. I might have to take a picture and send it to the community post of YouTube. Hey, what's good? What's good? How have you guys been? We got everybody in here. That's cool. Hey, we got 5 likes. Thank you all so much. You done stayed up all night, can't sleep, so we're here. What's the word? Well, I had to take a picture of this creative art I've been doing s- since Tuesday. And what do you guys think? Does this look good or pretty? You can tell by the design that we did. We cut out a shape that looks like exactly a bird. It looks kind of good actually, but sometimes the shape needs to be more neat. And even though the teacher just helped me out with some stuff, and yeah, I guess it looks not that bad. The wings are kind of good. It's kind of dope actually. Yeah, I'll keep making them as soon as I start practicing on the bird drawing and all that. So, in order to make a paper flower, all you gotta do is grab a paper, make sure to fold it like and and then cut it into a square and then fold it again to make it exactly like a triangle. And then after that, it becomes a flower. After we, you know, can I do origami? I do wish we could do origami, but hopefully next Tuesday, I believe. Sometimes maybe next week I'll do the origami stuff whenever I get back to the studio. So, yeah, I mean, it would be possible if I should do it either possibly next time. And whenever the teachers tell me, okay, I can do the origami, and maybe we could do that as possible for the next project for the creative art. And it has to be for next year's performance by the time we get the flushing and we start practicing on the dance movement by the time we get up on stage, which is really going to be cool. It's going to be a lot of people that were sitting in the auditorium seat, which is going to be fun to watch. It's going to be in person, not online. Even though you guys could see the coverage of that somewhere part of New York City, and you might be able to pop into the chat while we're doing the performances and all that stuff. It's gonna be fun, but don't worry, I will be there up on stage and try to perform some stuff that we've been trying to do. And it should be a lot more delicable hope and hopefully I will not be nervous. And also, I got this book that are supposed to be, which is kind of interesting to do. Welcome back. This is called the Russian folk song. Traditional Russian arranged. Ah, okay. So if you see those notes, it means that you have to follow what the number says according to that one specific note. And then if you look at number 15, oh, yeah, those are song notes. And sometimes you can practice them along with your family members, your teachers, and even the staff that are working at school or many other stuff as well. Maybe they can hire a music studio where it stores all the equipments and maybe instruments as well. That way it's going to be a lot more fun than it used to be. If you see the number 1 on the song note, it means that it has to be repeated. If you use the right hand, it means that you have to press it all at the same time. Sometimes you might get confused of whether if they use the right hand based on playing the piano because when you practice, always need to take some time before you get used of it. When you do the piano, always be careful of the fingering. Sometimes it might be straight, but sometimes your hand might need to be a lot more cursive, like a little bit. And then don't put pressure when you play the piano. Otherwise, it would totally get ruined and you might have to start over again and again. So, remember, just hold it like a clementine. Never leave your hand straight. Always sit in a correct position. If you sit or lean back, then that's the incorrect position and we don't want that to happen, you know? Sometimes it can hurt our back as well. We must be careful of how you sit properly by the time when you go in front of the piano key. Now we know or understand what we've been practicing during this music lesson. You can help out with this with your staff members that are working at each school. It's really important when it comes to making good music. It's really fun. You can try this at home if you want. And please be careful of how you want your finger wants to go. Make sure the hand has to be on the middle seat. It just make it directly where the middle seat goes. Because if you see that if there's a mistake, then there's no way of turning back. It might lose your focus or tension. We just need to participate based on everything we need to focus on. Otherwise, we might forget. People might understand how they can actually use this book in order to help us out when they start playing with the piano. This is accelerated piano for everybody. It's made by Nancy and Randall Faber. This is really kind of interesting to look at. They gave us highlights based on how to do the letter on each song note. For example, F, P, and F again. Sometimes when they look at the piano, they need to know which letter they have to follow. This is called the bagpipes, along with the C position. Notice that each phrase for the LH is copied by the RH, which stands for right hand and left hand. This is called imitation. It betweens from one hand and the other hand. It's called the two-hand conversation. So that means it needs to be talking to one hand and the other hand. So it's like having a full friend of the singular and positive movement that has been doing. But anyways, thanks for watching.